Today's horoscope, Aquarius March 23, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. New insights about love, intimacy, and creativity can be revealing today. It's a good time to gently push boundaries or cross the usual thresholds, as you can make great strides with honesty and respect with today's Mars-Chiron transit. You could find a partner or love interest inspiring. The arts, particularly dancing and physical creative arts, are favored for you. You are willing to take an emotional risk, and it's likely to pay off. With the moon in your solar second house all day, regaining your equilibrium cannot be underestimated, as it's behind many good things. Your love horoscope. As the moon continues to wander through your sensually driven second house of comfort, finances, and value systems, themes surrounding your sense of security and emotional stability are bound to be at the top of your mind. You could be taking a closer look at the foundation of your romantic connections, and perhaps using your discernment with regards to your love interests. After all, it's the moon square to Mars and your planetary ruler, Venus, via your romantic fifth house of love, passion, and pleasure that's urging you to take your power back and reflect on who is actually worthy of your precious time and energy. Your career horoscope. Expect to have a magical workday. Idealism and imagination are immense as Mercury conjuncts Jupiter in Pisces. It could be somewhat challenging to stay on track with your work, as you could be daydreaming of where work or other aspects of your life may lead. But if you use this energy correctly, you can visualize your work instead of fantasizing. This Mercury-Jupiter conjunction could be perfect for picturing how you could accomplish a task or some other function. Plus, you should use this conjunction to share your ideas. Your work community may be more receptive than you think. Your finance horoscope. The moon is making an extremely well-timed visit to your income sector, and not just because in the early days of the new working week this can steer things in a lucrative direction. This comes just as the planets in your work sector are not only regrouping after the sun's departure, but as there is already positive conditions on the income and job fronts for the moon's intuitive edge to tap into. Social life today. Choose your words carefully. You tend to do exactly the opposite, hurting some people and might suffer from the consequences for a long time. Reawaken your long-lost diplomatic skills, even if you find it hard. Communicating in an open, honest way makes people more understanding. Your dating horoscope. You could be in a funk today. That's totally okay. You have a lot to do, and you're sort of running out of time. Keep your head down, and it will be done before you know it. Flirting tips. If inadequacies surface, they are best dealt with by quietly reflecting on the reason for your feelings and deciding what's best to do about them. When in conversation with someone new, never go on too much about yourself or the past. Talk about something that naturally sheds light on your current situation. Lucky numbers: 3, 19, 29, 38, 45. Your well-being horoscope. Today's planetary alignment brings out certain relationship expectations that you will need to discuss with your partner or your friends. Stay aware of what you are feeling, so that you can catch yourself before you make someone else the cause of your emotional state. Remember, this is giving your power away. The best conversations are those that you initiate with an open heart and no blame for anyone, including yourself. Keep refined sugar far out of reach. Your daily numeroscope. Solving problems will be much easier for you on this day. While thinking intensely isn't usually something you have any trouble with, the added boost you get from a creative twist can bring even more possibilities and solutions. Review the circumstances and toss different approaches about in your mind. You'll figure out what you need to in no time at all, and with much less effort than usual. Daily planetary overview. The moon squares Saturn overnight, which can inflate the ego. You could wake up thinking you know better than every other person alive, and you have the answers others seem to lack. This is likely not the case. Trying to advise anyone on how to best conduct themselves isn't likely to be well received, mostly because everyone else is having these same feelings. The moon sextiles Pluto as well, so keep these thoughts to yourself no matter how hard it is to bite your tongue this morning. Midday, the moon moves into Sagittarius, the sign of fun and celebration, which should lighten your sour mood from the morning. Later, the moon trines the sun, and it will be even more apparent that you really don't know everything about everything. You'll be grateful if you manage to keep your opinions to yourself. If the moon's shift into Sagittarius has you overthinking projects you need to complete, don't hesitate to write down any constructive ideas that come to you so you can begin to put them into action tomorrow. Finding inner balance might be hard for you to do because you always want to be the best at everything and take on projects by yourself. Learning to take the time to smell the flowers is key now. This will teach you to live in the present and focus on what truly matters. Find peace of mind in all that you do whenever possible. Sky for today. In the morning, the Scorpio moon sextiles Pluto in Capricorn, helping us to eliminate negative habits. It can be difficult to identify our limiting patterns, and an even greater challenge to break chains that lock us in cycles of stress and fear. We now recognize that our behaviors are the true source of our imprisonment, and that no one has the power to keep us stuck but ourselves. The moon then enters a void period lasting 3 hours, providing a chance to calibrate to newfound self-awareness. Just before noon, the moon enters Sagittarius, ending its void course. Over the next 2 days, we are excited to expand our horizons. We want to roam and explore. If we are stuck at a desk or forced to do detailed work, it can feel a bit like we are in captivity. However, we don't need to physically travel at this time. The Sagittarius moon offers opportunities to discover something new through remote learning or chatting with those with foreign perspectives. We can even begin to plan an adventure or spec out a travel itinerary for a later time. I hope you enjoy the reading. And for more predictions, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, click the bell button next to it, and leave a comment in a video. This way, you know what is coming towards you and how you can best prepare yourself for the upcoming day. Also, we want to thank you all so much for watching all our videos and the support, and all the new subscribers. If you have any video suggestions, leave them down below. Good luck!